Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have, I guess what would this be? Maze Empties. This is like non-wax empties, so beauty related, all that kind of stuff. Now I have to say it's kind of small, and it generally happens that way. I'll have a small amount of empties and I'll have a ton of empties, and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna film it anyway because it just means I have to keep this stuff around for another month if I save it, just like I did the last month. I saved them for 2 months. So anyway, without further ado, what's on my lips? I have nothing on my nails, playoff season still. I have my lips lined and filled with a Remmel's Exaggerate full color lip liner definer in the color East End Snob. This is a repurchase. I will continue to repurchase it. And from my friend Gail, I received from her the Buxom's Full On Lip Polish, and I like this a lot. I like it, and that's what's on my lips. So, okay, to dive in, we have a little bit like body care, hand care, face products, and I have one makeup empty, and it's not really an empty. I'll start with that one. It's not really an empty, but you know, well, this doesn't happen that often for me, but when I started putting on this lipstick, and I was like, why, really, Kat? Willow, come here. Anyway, she might be doing that again, and I just have to ignore it because she just came in, so I'll put her out here in a second. Anyway, when you put on a lipstick and you know that there's a texture issue, and you're like, the last time, and I'm pretty sure none of my other ones feel like this, it started feeling gritty. So I knew something was up. So it doesn't smell like, I don't find Remmel's products stink or go off that way, but anyway, I have put this in my empties because there was a texture issue. When I put it on my lips, it's like, this isn't normal. It doesn't feel right. So unfortunately I had to say goodbye to number 17 in the Kate lipsticks. The Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick. So number 17, it's a really gorgeous color. It's a color that's right up my alley, but I have to try to ignore this. It's hard to tell. It is just really, there's a lot of texture on it, and I didn't like that. There was something that wasn't right with that, so I have to let that one go. Okay, I'm gonna talk about tongues. I know it's really weird. I go through, not as much anymore. For those of you guys who don't know, I don't really share that often. I have really, really bad acid reflux. In fact, I've had it bad since I was a child, but only until I was about 35. I finally got to my doctor, got to see a specialist, and now I have to go and get, whatchamacallit? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I have to go in for a scope every 2 years now to make sure about my esophagus because it's so ripped up. The first time I went under, the specialist came up to me afterwards. He's like, you have an esophagus of a 96-year-old male. It's so ripped up from acid reflux all my adult life and that kind of thing. So really, Kat? Okay, we have to ignore that. Honestly, she just came in. So anyway, yeah. So I do have to from time to time use these, but since I'm on medication every day for the rest of my life now, I don't generally have to use this too often. So, but now I can have like foods and fruits like pineapple and oranges where I couldn't do that before, right? So yeah. Anyway, so that's a little bit more about me, whether you liked it or not. Okay, and I have to thank my friend from Florida because when we went together on a bathing garden shipment together, I'm not certain if this was part of ours or she gave me a sample that she had, but I am so thankful for this. So thank you very much, friend from Florida. You know who you are. It is a Snow Globe's World is borag, anyway, something oil whipped soap. But it is a whipped soap, but it's got grit on it, and so I used it for my feet. It was almost like a mild scrub, and the scent note is described as buttermint candy canes, salted caramel, brown sugar, and roasted chestnuts. It just smelled like buttermint candy canes. It smelled like those little candies that are like pastels, the little swirlies. My grandmother used to have them at her house all the time. I would highly recommend this in a wax melt too. In fact, when this I'm hoping comes back next winter, I imagine. If it does come back, I would get this in this as well as I'd like to try it in the melt as well. So thank you again, friend from Florida. I finally finished the salted coconut hand scrub from Lush. And as always, I always clean out these pots, and you save 5 of these fresh pots, whatever. and you get a fresh face mask when you bring them in. And this one is a hand scrub exfoliant. Superb soft skin and scrubbing go hand in hand, and that's how they describe it, and it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It was like a perfect beachy smell. I can still smell it. So good. And actually I ended up using a little bit on my feet as well, so because the expiry was coming up for me. Yeah, it was May 30th, so I used that on my feet as well, just for the last little bit. So that will be obviously going back to Lush. Went through the last one, and I hope that the Body Shop has it in their SAS, which normally mimics the same dates as Bath & Body Works, but went through an Early Harvest Raspberry scrub, which isn't really that scrubby. It's really not, it doesn't do much. It's more jelly, but my good God, like, it smells just like raspberry jam, like amazing raspberry jam. Oh, and that's why I don't enjoy the manager at my local Body Shop, as I've mentioned many times before. But I will go back this SAS to see if they have only this. Like, seriously, I could have this in shower gel, scrub, lotion. I actually have a lotion I'm working on right now, so that is excellent. And then I went through a hand sanitizer. Oh my God. It's a pocket back from Bath & Body Works called Wildberry Chicago. I know this is a bit older because look at the packaging. It's a little bit older, but yeah, went through that. And I went through 2 hand soaps from Bath & Body Works, almost 3 because I've had company. But of course, I'm true to my empties. It's not empty yet, so the other one will just make it to the next month. Georgia Peach Gentle Foaming Hand Soap, described as sweet peach, orange blossom, and honeysuckle nectar. And that was that one. And I've had this before. It was a repurchase. I haven't bought soaps in a really long time, and soaps are one of the things I have on my list to get during the SAS. I believe that starts June 4th, so just right around the corner. So we have cherry champagne toast, and it's described as juicy cherries, sparkling champagne, and red hibiscus. That was nice too. Oh, you're end of the world, I know. I always go through a toothpaste, so I went through a Colgate Optic White toothpaste in the Icy Fresh, and that's the flavor. Of course, I went through one of these, which is Almay's Makeup Eraser Sticks. There we go. I love them. These are always a favorite. And let's see, I got these on sale. I bought a bunch of these because they were on like 50% off, because I think they repackaged everything. But this is from the brand Aven, which, if you have sensitive skin, Aven products were designed for people with severe burns, like actual, like we're not talking sunburns, we're talking about actual burns from fires and such, or skin grafts and things like that. So, so it is by the company Aven, and this is the micellar lotion. So I used this to take off my makeup, which was very gentle and very nice. So I really enjoy this, but I don't. I think they've changed the bottle. They've changed the packaging, so that's all. And then I went through a sample of Origin's High Potency Nightamins Mineral Enriched Renewal Cream. Just something I received in one of those like Sephora favorites for face care, or anyway, but it was good. I don't know if I repurchased that. It's all right. Same with this one. It was nice to have, but nothing amazing. Kora's Wild Rose Advanced Brightening Sleeping Facial. Again, one of those items I received in one of those kits from Sephora. Again, it was nice. Used it till the last drop, but I don't think I'll repurchase it. Didn't do anything superbly spectacular. But this and its sister, I love so much, but it's so bloody expensive. Let's see if I can get this out, because it has its own bed too, don't you know? It's the Luna. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it out. Oh, that's why, because I'm not doing it right. So it's Luna by Sunday Riley. It's the Sleeping Night Oil. Next generation retinoid oil reduces pore size, improves appearance of damaged skin, and helps fight wrinkles. I love this. I love Good Genes as well, but they're bloody expensive. So it better have its own little spot, right? So I went through this. It did take me longer to go through this than the Good Genes. Good Genes went by way too fast. But I was very used sparingly, so you could see It is empty as empty can get. So that was amazing, and I miss it already. I miss the good jeans too. All right, you guys, that is the end of my empties. It's not a super long one, which is fine. It still was over 10 minutes long. Let me know what your favorites were for the month and put that down below. And as always, you guys, be safe and have fun.